Hello everyone, my name is Zach Mueller. Today is July 1st and you are watching the 26th episode of The Insider. Today we have a plethora of topics, so we're going to jump right into it. First off, we want to give a huge congratulations to Dan White, whose magic special, The Supernaturalist, premiered on the Discovery Channel this past Wednesday. The special brought in a whopping 1,295,000 viewers. This truly is a monumental achievement for Dan, and we could not be more proud of him. 1.3 million viewers is honestly just ridiculous. Granted, it didn't beat out Toddlers and Tiaras or Storage Wars during that same time slot, but it did beat out a rerun of South Park. So, in other magic news, this past week, UK magician Dynamo walked across the River Thames in London. If you don't know who Dynamo is, he's basically the UK's version of David Blaine, only even harder to understand.
What up people, I'm Dynamo and we're here at Destination Glasso. We're drinking a lot of vitamin water. I've been doing magic to people all day, so I'm going to show you guys a trick at home, yeah? Are you ready?
And I'm not trying to be harsh, maybe this is just me, but this photo seriously looks like the most photoshopped thing I've ever seen in my life. I could do better than that. Scratch that, I did do better than that. Take that, Dynamo. Congratulations to Josh Janowski, I think I'm saying his name right. Josh was the first to post the winning comment down below before anyone else, which was the 3 of spades. By doing so, he has won a free pass to EMC 2011 and the award for Biggest Insider Troll 2011. Congratulations. The British magic legend Guy Hollingworth has a new magic show coming to LA July 13th called The Expert at the Card Table. The show is new to the LA scene, but I got a chance to see the show back in 2009 during Magic Live, and I have to say it's pretty awesome. It does a really good job of entertaining both laymen who have no expectations of magic as well as magicians who know most of the moves that he's doing. It's not just a bunch of tricks put together, it's an actual show with props and a set and a storyline, and it's pretty awesome. And as if that weren't enough, the show is being directed by Dr. Horrible. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris, but to me, he'll always be Dr. Horrible. In our media section this week, we posted both Mathieu Bich and Daniel Madison's performances on Fool Us, which premiered last Saturday in the UK. Both magicians did an excellent job, but Matthew's performance really stood out as the only performance that I've ever seen on the show that legitimately fooled Penn and Teller. Just by watching the pilot episode of the show, the one thing I didn't really like about the format was that the acts that got through kind of got through on a loophole. We really liked your act and your false shuffles were great, but it just didn't really fool us. Oh, no, you got it all wrong. See, I wasn't using false shuffles, I was using shuffle stacking. And then Jonathan Wass comes in and goes, "Then he fooled you. You're going to Vegas." And Penn and Teller just kind of go, "Oh, yeah, I guess so. He kind of fooled us there." But the one thing that was so brilliant about Matthew's performance was he fooled them in a way that they never expected. Let's watch.
Usually magicians, even things they don't care about, they actually do care about. You didn't care at all that your cards were in that box to start. That was just nice, that was just fancy, that was just beautiful. The box doesn't matter. Well, we think the box does matter, and we think the box has more than one deck in it, let's put it that way. And we also think that one of the big secrets is how good you are at sleight of hand.
I'm going to ask you this question then, because if I've understood correctly, you're saying that he's using more than one deck out here.
There's other stuff in the box besides the one deck.
Okay, I can tell you.
Can I show?
One other possibility. May I have one other possibility, Jonathan?
Well, you can't.
One more possibility.
Okay.
You fooled us.
Yeah. Before I saw this clip, I really wasn't a huge fan of the show, but after seeing this, it brought me hope. Great job, Matthew. And on a side note, this is the first time I had ever seen Daniel Madison in color. I never knew he had such beautiful blue eyes. Seriously, Daniel, that's a gift. Use it. Recently, in one of Criss Angel's shows in Vegas, apparently Perez Hilton was in attendance, and he was tweeting how terrible the show was from the audience. Apparently, Criss Angel found out and got mad, and yelled at him on stage, and there was a big fight on Twitter and a huge Hollywood magician scandal. But it doesn't really matter. Why are we talking about this? It's two grown men having a little argument, and everybody has to know about it. If you honestly care, apparently Perez Hilton and Criss Angel are going to make up publicly tonight at the Bellagio. Seriously, how is this news? Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to read your comments from last week's question of the day. Last week I asked you all, what would you think about doing a live episode of The Insider? Blindside492 said, if you did a live episode, would you have a co-host and lots of guests? Aaron Williams said, a live episode would be cool because you would see how many times Zach messes up his lines. Honestly, that's pretty true. The Fractured Studios said, a live Insider just wouldn't cut it. You get it? Because editing and stuff. To answer those comments all at once, I think I would definitely need a magician co-host. Just watching me screw up my lines for 30 minutes would definitely not be interesting. If we did a live episode, I would definitely try and get as many magician guests as I possibly could in person, not over video or over Skype. But we'll see. Finally, folks, it is time for your question of the day. If you had a chance to go on Fool Us with Penn and Teller, what trick would you do and why? I think for me personally, I would choose like a really elaborate spelling trick, because then they'd know it was a spelling trick, but they wouldn't quite know how it works. And then I'd do the loophole thing and fool them and then go to Vegas. Once again, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next Friday. Oh, sheesh, y'all, I'm back after the end logo. Somewhere in this video, I hid just a little something. I'm not going to tell you if it's a playing card or binary code. Okay, it's binary code. For a split second, somewhere throughout this video, you can find that binary code, translate it, and post it in the comments below. If you're the first one, you'll get another free pass to EMC 2011. Not another, you won't get another free pass. I mean, we're giving away another free pass. If you already have one, we're not going to give one too. Just find it and post it below. I'll see you next week.